Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck. Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraqi dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. All right, folks, if you've been following the RVRI journey, these latest updates are the kind that make you sit up and think, wait a minute, are we really this close? We're talking major movement from the CBI, political pressure that could push timelines forward, and stability metrics hitting levels we haven't seen in years. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this breakdown, because if these puzzle pieces keep falling into place, we might be staring at one of the most opportune moments we've seen in a long time. Let's get into the updates. From Newshound Intel Guru Mountain Goat, Central Bank Governor, we are working to consolidate the electronic payment infrastructure through 5 strategic projects. These new proposed projects are not holding up the reinstatement of the dinar, but is part of a strategy to get in line with global electronic payment systems. The CBI is modernizing society. The reinstatement could have happened without these projects, as we know of the 2012-2013 attempt by Dr. Shabibi. However, these projects would also enhance the opportunity for accession to the World Trade Organization and further advance Iraq. They show the WTO that Iraq is serious about their future trading partners and how they can better work with them. From Intel/Newshound Guru Mark Z via PDK, article. Report advises light, smart, and sustainable U.S. presence in Iraq to prevent chaos. In other words, their mission is pretty much done, but to secure stability, they want to keep some military in different roles there. To me, this is setting the stage for the revaluation. From Intel Guru Frank 26. Article. Washington is pressuring and monitoring. 20 days remain before the liquidation of Iraq's banks. Quote, banks will be required to sign a pledge or contract requiring one of 2 options by the end of this month at the latest. The first is to increase the bank's capital to 400 billion dinars. The second option is to merge with other banks. The hope is to implement one of the 2 previous options, exit the U.S. sanctions list. Otherwise, the third option is liquidation. That means you say goodbye to 1310. This is amazing. This is phenomenal. From Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram, Iraq is being pushed into a corner. They have to make a decision. There is a conflict within Iraq over the decision, and there is conflict with Washington, D.C. and Tehran. No matter which decision they make, there will be consequences. The United States has issued a direct warning to Iraq's leadership, urging them to reconsider new legislation that could formally expand the role of the Popular Mobilization Forces. Critics believe the laws would solidify Iran's influence in Iraq's political and military landscape. Proposals have already passed a second reading, and supporters are pushing hard for a final vote. The decision will carry consequences. From Newshound Guru Pimpy, a huge part of you guys don't know who the Popular Mobilization Forces are. This is important because they do affect everything that's going on in Iraq. PMF is an Iranian-backed paramilitary umbrella group that operates within Iraq. There's a lot of politicians in Iraq that feel uncomfortable with these guys running around because they're controlled by people in Iran. They're not there to protect the interest of the Iraqi people. They were created when ISIS was creating a caliphate over there in Iraq, but they're no longer needed there. This is why you see a movement to blend them into the Iraqi forces and to disarm and stop being independent. The United States want these guys gone. From Newshound Intel Guru Walking Stick, from Iraqi Boots on the Ground report, the Iranian influence inside of the parliament and the GOI is severely weakened. They are in a state of depression. This mobilization law of parliament is no concern. Iraq will now protect the USD and not allow Iran to abuse it. This law is of no concern to me in the monetary process. From Intel/Newshound Guru Mark Z via PDK, I think Iraq is waiting on the bonds and the reset to be finished. Not much else makes sense when we look at the news. There have been some interesting developments that do not make sense unless a change is happening. All my bond contacts that have not disappeared tell me they still expect to be paid this week. There is a lot of interesting events and curious timing right now. But remember, no one knows the exact timing of the RV reset. From Intel Guru Frank 26, everything Donald Trump requested from Iraqi banks can be seen in articles. Your new exchange rate is about to be given to you Iraqi citizens, regardless of what's going on in Kurdistan, regardless of the remaining cockroaches from Iran, regardless of Maliki trying to be a bully. You have security and stability. The head of the snake was not chopped off by Trump. It was bitten off by Trump. From Newshound Guru Claire, article, Sudanese advisor, white noise supports exchange rate stability in the Iraqi market. Quote, the parallel exchange market is now moving toward convergence with the official fixed rate, which is considered one of the strongest stages of stability in the monetary market as a result of the success of the three pillars of economic policy. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is modernizing. Comment down below which updates you like, think is valuable, or gets you most excited. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Newshound Guru Militiaman, international investors are liking what they see in Soudani. He's doing what they expect him to do, and that is to fight corruption. He's openly, vocally doing it in public. The foreign investors, those big names that are coming September 6th and 7th, are going to be happy about that. I'm happy, and I hope you're happy. From Newshound Intel Guru FNULNU, the lack of any statement, policy, or indication from Trump regarding the Iraqi dinar has been met with increasingly creative explanations from supporters of the theory. The fundamental misunderstanding underlying these expectations appears to be the belief that currency revaluations are political decisions that presidents can simply decree, rather than market-driven responses to economic fundamentals. And finally, the last update is from Intel Guru Frank 26, from Iraq Boots on the Ground report, from Firefly. All day long, Soudani has been on TV talking about the support he has for the banking reforms. From Frank, I know, I read it in 4 articles. He's trying to tell you it's coming. Put your seatbelt on. I'm excited because of Soudani. Before I dive into my final analysis, let me just say, if you're serious about tracking every move toward Iraq's potential RVRI, now's the time to subscribe and turn on notifications. The updates we're seeing right now aren't just noise, they're signals. And if you miss even one of these, you could miss the bigger picture of where this is headed. All right, updates are done. Let's talk final take. In my opinion, Mountain Goat's latest is one of the clearest signals we've had that the CBI is gearing up for global readiness. She's talking about 5 big electronic payment projects, not as some stall tactic, but as a way to lock Iraq into the same rails as the rest of the financial world. Think card systems, ISO standard settlements, and digital payment infrastructure that makes Forex integration smooth. And this is important. Dr. Shabibi almost pulled off a reinstatement without these tools back in 2012-2013. Now, with the tech in place, Iraq's looking way more attractive to the WTO, IMF, and big international banking partners. But this isn't just about tech. Sandy Ingram brought up a massive political curveball. Washington has directly warned Iraq about pushing through the PMF law. This isn't just a footnote. Those proposals already passed a second reading, and if they go through, Iran's influence gets baked into Iraq's political and military structure. The U.S. is making it clear: pass it, and there will be consequences. That means Soudani is walking a razor's edge, trying to move reforms forward without upsetting the one power that holds the green light for currency reform at the international level. Now, Claire's update really ties this all together. The parallel market rate is closing in on the official 1300 IQD USD rate. This isn't just good news, it's critical. The IMF and CBI both have said you can't have a huge gap between the street and official rate if you want a stable currency on the world stage. We're hearing this is one of the strongest stages of stability Iraq's had in years because the three big pillars are finally in sync. 1. Monetary stability, controlling inflation and killing the black market premium. 2. Fiscal discipline, managing the budget responsibly. 3. Strong reserves and trade balance, enough cushion to defend a new rate. And then Militiaman's perspective ties directly into that: readiness. He's been highlighting the coordinated push from the CBI, the government, and even international players to align reforms in banking, trade, and security all at once. This isn't piecemeal, it's synchronized. He's also pointed out how Soudani is under heavy pressure to finish this during his term. Why? Because politically, he can't afford to set the table for someone else to take the credit. That urgency could mean we're looking at decisions in months, not years. And I can't ignore the HCL here. It's not the magic switch, but it's absolutely one of the cornerstones. Passing it means Baghdad and the Kurds finally settle who controls the oil money. That stops budget fights, reassures investors, and gives the CBI the confidence to defend a new rate without political sabotage from inside. So, where does that leave us? Technically, Iraq is closer to being ready than we've seen in years. Payments modernized, rate convergence nearly there, quiet economic wins stacking up, and real pressure to solve political knots like the HCL. The only wild card is timing. Soudani knows his window is shrinking. If he wants this as part of his legacy, he's got to nail the reforms, sidestep the PMF trap, and deliver while the CBI has this stability momentum. If he pulls it off, the runway's clear for a solid launch in the $1 to $1.50 range, with room to climb as compliance and non-oil growth take hold. And that is my final take. Moreover, we posted a breaking news the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RV/RI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye!